What if getting rich isn't about luck, connections, or being born in the right place, but about a decision you make early in life? Napoleon Hill studied hundreds of self-made millionaires and found one shocking pattern. They decided to be rich before the world gave them permission. No guarantees, no safety net, just a burning, stubborn decision. Most people wait for proof before they move. The rich move first and create the proof later. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the exact mindset shift that separates dreamers from builders. Stay till the end, because the final lesson could change how you choose your future starting today. Lesson 1. The decision comes before the evidence. The fundamental mistake most people make when pursuing financial freedom is waiting for a green light from the universe that never actually turns on. They look for external validation, a market trend, a sudden inheritance, or a foolproof business plan before they allow themselves to commit to a goal. However, the psychology of the wealthy operates in reverse. The decision is the catalyst, not the result. When you wait for evidence to prove you can succeed, you are essentially operating from a place of skepticism. This skepticism acts as a mental brake, slowing down your cognitive processing and your ability to spot opportunities. A firm decision, made in the absence of proof, is a psychological declaration that you have shifted your identity from a seeker to a builder. It is the moment you stop asking "can I?" and start asking "how will I?" Clarity is the immediate byproduct of a firm decision. Once a choice is finalized, the brain's reticular activating system (RAS) begins to filter the environment for information that supports that choice. Without a prior decision, the world is a chaotic noise of possibilities. With a decision, the world becomes a map of resources. Think of it like a GPS system. The device cannot give you a route until you input a destination. Most people are driving around in circles complaining that the GPS isn't working, when in reality they haven't dared to hit enter on a specific coordinate. By deciding first, you force your subconscious to stop weighing alternatives and start solving problems. This eliminates the paralysis by analysis that keeps the middle class stagnant for decades. Furthermore, the act of deciding before evidence appears builds a unique kind of resilience. When conditions get tough, and they inevitably will, the person who waited for evidence will likely quit because their evidence has vanished. Conversely, the person who decided first interprets setbacks not as a sign to stop, but as a puzzle to be solved. This is why rich people don't wait for perfect conditions. They understand that perfect is a moving target that can only be hit through action. By the time the evidence of success is visible to the public, the wealthy person has already been living in the reality of that decision for years. They didn't become rich and then decide to act like a millionaire. They decided to be a millionaire, and the riches followed as a logistical necessity. Lesson 2. Definiteness of purpose. Napoleon Hill's concept of a definite chief aim is the cornerstone of high-level achievement because it acts as a selective filter for your life's energy. Most people suffer from scattered intent, where they want to be healthy, wealthy, and famous all at once, but they never define the specific mechanisms or timelines for any of those desires. Wealthy builders understand that energy, like light, is most powerful when it is focused. 1,000 watts of light can illuminate a room, but 1,000 watts concentrated into a laser can cut through steel. Definiteness of purpose turns your daily actions into a laser. It requires you to name the exact amount of money you want, the exact date you intend to possess it, and most importantly, exactly what you intend to give in exchange for that wealth. This focus serves as a shield against the shiny object syndrome that plagues the modern entrepreneur. In an age of infinite distractions, having a definite purpose allows you to say no to opportunities that are good but not great. A billionaire doesn't become a billionaire by saying yes to every profitable idea. They become one by saying no to 99% of them so they can pour 100% of their soul into the 1% that aligns with their chief aim. Without this clarity, you are a ship without a rudder, tossed about by the latest trends in crypto, real estate, or tech, never staying in one lane long enough to build the compound interest necessary for true wealth. Definiteness of purpose creates a track to run on, ensuring that every ounce of effort moves you closer to a single monumental goal. Beyond efficiency, a definite purpose provides a profound sense of psychological security. When you know exactly what you want, doubt loses its grip on you. Doubt thrives in the gray areas of life. In the maybes and the somedays, when you replace a vague wish with a documented time-bound mission, you take control of your narrative. This mission becomes your North Star during periods of market volatility or personal crisis. While others are panicking because they don't know where they are going, you remain calm because your destination is fixed. You realize that while the how might change due to circumstances, the what remains non-negotiable. This unwavering focus is what separates the masters of industry from the hobbyists. Lesson 3. Burning desire fuels consistency. A casual wish for wealth is like a damp match. It might flicker for a second, but it won't start a fire. A burning desire, however, is an obsession that consumes the possibility of retreat. In the pursuit of wealth, intensity is the variable that determines how much friction you can endure. Many people want to be rich, but they aren't willing to endure the social isolation, the long hours, or the repeated humiliations that often accompany the climb. Burning desire isn't just about wanting the prize, it's about wanting the prize so badly that the pain of the process becomes irrelevant. It is the emotional fuel that powers consistency when the initial excitement of a new project has long since evaporated. Money as a form of energy tends to flow toward those who project the highest level of conviction. When you have a burning desire, it shows up in your tone of voice, your body language, and your work ethic. Investors, customers, and partners are naturally drawn to this intensity because it signals reliability. They know that a person with a burning desire won't be easily deterred by a bad quarter or a competitor's move. This desire creates a gravity that pulls resources toward you. Conversely, a lukewarm interest in wealth attracts lukewarm results. If you are only trying to see if it works, you have already signaled to your subconscious that you have an exit strategy which almost guarantees you will use it at the first sign of trouble. Consistency is the child of obsession. Most people fail not because they lacked a good idea, but because they stopped doing the boring basic things that lead to success. They got bored, or they got scared, or they got tired. Burning desire is the antidote to this fatigue. It turns the grind into a mission. When you are driven by a deep-seated why, whether it's providing for your family, proving a point, or changing an industry, you don't need external motivation. You don't need to watch hustle videos on YouTube to get out of bed. The fire is internal. This internal heat keeps you moving forward during the trough of sorrow, that long period between starting a venture and seeing tangible results. Without that heat, you will freeze to death in the cold reality of the marketplace. Lesson 4. Faith shapes behavior. Faith in the context of wealth creation is often misunderstood as blind optimism or magical thinking. In reality, faith is a sophisticated cognitive tool that dictates how you process risk and opportunity. It is the practical application of belief to your daily behavior. If you truly have faith that your business will eventually be worth millions, you will treat it differently today. You will invest in better equipment, you will hire more capable people, and you will spend more time on strategy. Your actions are always a perfect reflection of your true beliefs. If you find yourself procrastinating or cutting corners, it is a sign that you don't actually have faith in your ultimate success. You are acting like someone who expects to fail, and thus you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Faith changes your relationship with failure. When you have an unshakable belief in your destination, a failure is transformed into data. It becomes a lesson learned on the way to a guaranteed win. This shift in perspective allows you to take smarter, bolder risks. A person without faith sees a risk as a threat to their survival. A person with faith sees a risk as a necessary investment in their evolution. This doesn't mean you become reckless, it means you become courageous. You are willing to step into the unknown because you believe the bridge will be built as you walk on it. This proactive stance is exactly what is required to navigate the complexities of high finance and large-scale entrepreneurship. Furthermore, faith is contagious. To build wealth, you usually need the cooperation of others, employees, clients, and mentors. These people are looking for a leader who exudes certainty. If you have faith in your vision, others will catch that faith and work harder to help you realize it. It creates a psychological environment where high performance is the norm. On the other hand, if you are filled with doubt, your team will sense it and their performance will drop to match your lack of conviction. Faith, therefore, is not just a personal comfort, it is a leadership strategy. It is the invisible force that holds a vision together when the physical evidence suggests it should be falling apart. Lesson 5. Persistence beats talent. The world is full of talented, educated, and brilliant people who are broke. Talent is a commodity, but persistence is a rare currency. The wealthy understand that the path to success is not a straight line, but a series of loops, dead ends, and steep climbs. Persistence is the refusal to let the clock of your ambition be reset by temporary defeat. Most people quit right at the moment when they are about to experience a breakthrough, the darkest before the dawn phenomenon. They interpret the increased difficulty as a sign to stop, whereas the wealthy interpret it as a sign that they have filtered out their weaker competition. Every time you persist through a hardship, you are entering a smaller, more elite circle of survivors. Persistence is also the key to the compounding effect in all areas of life. It's not just your money that compounds, your skills, your network, and your reputation compound as well. Every year you stay in the game, your knowledge of the industry deepens and your luck surface area increases. If you switch paths every time things get difficult, you are forever a beginner. You never get to the point where your reputation starts doing the work for you. Persistence allows you to stay in one place long enough for the world to find you. It builds a moat around your career that talent alone cannot provide. Someone might be smarter than you, but if you refuse to leave the field, you will eventually outmaneuver them through sheer volume of experience. Finally, persistence builds a level of self-trust that is unshakable. When you have a history of not quitting, you develop a quiet confidence that is far more powerful than loud arrogance. You know that no matter what the market does or what technology changes, you have the staying power to adapt and win. This psychological grit is the ultimate insurance policy. It turns you into an anti-fragile entity, someone who actually grows stronger when exposed to stress and disorder. While others are looking for the easy way out, the wealthy person is looking for the way through. They have decided early on that the only way they can truly fail is if they stop. And since they have no intention of stopping, success is merely a matter of time. Here's the truth. Wealth begins the moment you decide, clearly, boldly, and without apology, who you're becoming. You don't need permission, you need commitment. Decide early, decide today, then back that decision with daily action. If this message hit you, take one step right now toward your definite goal. Your future self is watching.